I got my room cleaned up. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little video. What's up, everybody? Bobby Mills here. Just figured I'd do a quick little video and talk about display styles. Let's talk about that. So, when you collect your cars, there's a lot of different ways you can display your cars, and I'm just going to talk about some of the ways that I've done them. I got limited space here, so I'm always changing things up and whatnot, and but I like to get creative with it and think of new ways to do things. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about the basic way that a lot of people display their cars, basically hanging them up on the wall. I call this the living wall because it's always changing and evolving, but I'm going to the ceiling with it, right? But you know, some cars that I get kind of tired of looking at, I'll put them more further to the top, and so on and so forth. Or like, I got the red edition for the Carrera on the way, so I'm gonna have to adjust things. So this will have to move. You know, things shift around. That's why I call it the living wall, right? But they up there, right? But me, I couldn't use push pins, so I had to use these little, let's see if we can, these little 3M hooks, right? If you got a particular kind of solid wall, not drywall, these things are a lifesaver. So Walmart got them for cheap. For whatever reason, they're way more expensive at Target, so but that's that. Then you got your hanging them up on the wall in protectors. These are the nozzling protectors. I prefer those. But I got a few special sets. The only one I'm missing here is the Super. The Roger, what do you call it? The Bone Shaker Super. The Super for this one. Let's see. I got that one. But the only one I'm missing is the Bone Shaker one. Now I got a couple sets. Not gonna go into it with these sets because it's kind of a sore spot right now because they just don't show up in the stores. But I got that one. I got that one. I'm probably gonna get rid of these because I don't like them anymore, and I'm not doing any other years, so you know, it's getting a little crooked action. I don't know what's going on here. Ugh, fix it later. But that's that. Hanging them in protectors, right? So another way you could display cars is like this. These are my Golf cars. But what I do here is a little different. As you can see, there's no hooks. I use this here, sticky tack. I think I learned about this stuff from Drifter D, but that's what I use here because these aren't going to move. I have no intention of shifting these at all. I started off displaying cars like this because it's just so clean. But then as I started having to move things around, it was a pain. And if you're worried about destroying the cards or whatever, then don't do that. But I'll show you an example. I got one. I was even hanging them on the door, but I'll show you an example. Yeah. So I got this one hanging on the door, right? But if you notice, these newer cars have this extra little bit of protection up there, so that's cool. So you don't really have to worry about damaging the card because I got that on there. So it's just a nice touch. These are premiums and protectors, which with these I use a heavy duty double-sided tape, which I don't know if you can see it right there. That's what I use there. And I like to keep a nice clean looking display there. And then I got the boulevards up here. Now you know that stuff is strong. They're on the ceiling and they haven't budged. So I should have way more up there, but I don't. I got them scattered about, but that's that. So let's get on to foam board displays. So I first learned of this from KingNet Diecast, but then I also made another one, a different style. And I learned about that one from a different channel called Hot Wheeler. We'll get into that. This KingNet's style, as I would say, is a lot more cutting and gluing. So these are all individual pieces. This is an individual piece. You see the glue right there, right? And these are one piece, but these are all individual pieces. So as you can see, you know, fit a good amount of cars there. It came out nice. But then this one was a little bit different. This one was more of a puzzle style. So whereas they fit in these, you cut these notches and then you fit them in there like that, like joints. And I prefer this style because it's a lot cleaner. I mean, there's no glue. There's hardly any glue. The only place there's glue is gluing these tops and sides. And then these, they had these, in the video, they had these spacers. That didn't work out so well for me. Maybe I didn't do it right, but it was supposed to help keep these straight. And I think if I do another one, I probably won't add those, or I'll just do it differently. But doing it this way, I was able to fit a lot more cars. Maybe I just changed up the measurements. But if we can pull back a little bit, you can see that's the KingNet style. It's not really, I mean, a lot of people do it. That's just the first time I had ever heard of making displays out of foam board. But pretty cool. You know, you don't have to, some people can't afford those expensive acrylic things and all that. But that's that. So next up we have the infamous Plano Case, which I had to buy one because why not? I had to see what it's all about. And WTF4, or I'll just call it WTF4 on YouTube, has an insane amount of these in his basement. It's crazy. But just wall-to-wall Plano cases. But as you can see, I mean, it's pretty nice. I think I got this for about $9 or so. About $10 maybe. But you can fit a good amount of cars, as you can see. Oh, quick shout out to my lowered Majorette Porsches. Ooh. Yeah. Had to lower them bad boys, man. They got some ridiculous ride height. Also got a shout out from Majorette Australia from those pictures on my Instagram. Check out my Instagram. Well, I don't even know what my own Instagram is, so don't worry about it. I think it's wheelhouse_Bobby Mills or something like that. But who cares? Plano Case. Yeah, very nice, simple design, and there's a cover to it somewhere, but I took it off. But you can put the cover on if you want. The only thing I don't like about the cover is it's opaque. It's not clear. So that's that. Next up, let's talk about some rarities. I'm going to talk about 3 different pieces that I got from Target. And the reason I call them rarities is because they're there and then they're not, which is very annoying about Target. They're constantly changing their inventory, and just because you buy something one day or 1 week doesn't mean you can do it again. And the missus actually picked these up. I'll show you the next one in a second. But you know, you got your adjustable shelves, yada yada yada. This is kind of like it's like a holdover for me. It's like cars I don't really care about right now, and they're just there. But this one is a little bit different. You might have seen this in other videos or on my Instagram, but I'm pretty proud of this one. And just going to talk about it for a little bit. We're going to talk about it. So here it is. This is the other wooden shelf style, but what I did was I added some stuff to it and made it a little special. let's go ahead and pull this shelf out so you can see what we're talking about. This is a little bit behind the scenes. So what I did was I printed these things on sticker paper. I cannot see. That's much better. I printed these things on like a sticker paper and just stuck them on there. And let's go ahead and read this real quick. Bobby Mills made this parking garage. If you don't like it, park your diecast somewhere else. But if you like it, feel free to check out other cool stuff like this on my YouTube channel, Wheelhouse with Bobby Mills. Well, see you later. I think that phone number might look familiar. But anyway, that's what I did here. And just to give it a little bit of flair, I make it more interesting. You know, it was just a boring old shelf. But as you can see here, in this parking lot style, I printed all of this, just images I got from the internet. Kind of I made these lines in Microsoft Word. And then the lighting, this is one of the cleaner ones I did. Well, I took fairy lights and just hot glued them, just made like a hot glue. And then you just turn them on, and there's your lights. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. Now they look a little bit more better. There's another floor. I'm not gonna bore you by putting all these cars on. I should say I'm not gonna bore you any more than I already am. But that's that. Let's turn that light on right now. I still gotta put lights on this one and the top. So that's that. That's my DIY parking garage. Not bad for a first time kind of thing, but I definitely like to make something better. Now we're gonna talk about these little dioramas, I call them. You might have seen these in my other videos or Instagram. Got these off a Facebook page, little PDF styles, printed them out, stuck them on the foam board, cut them up. These have a little reflectiveness to it. This is laminate. I gotta clean this up a little bit. I took the transporter out, so I have Golf, Nissan. Right, things are kind of a little bit strewn about right now. My Advan one. I got two for Honda. This is kind of doing the most, but I made these little suspension because I stuck them against the wall, but I needed them to stay up, which it's not working, so I gotta put something under there. So that's one of my Honda ones, and the other Honda one. This is just a space-saving thing. I had to get them on the wall, but then they were starting to fall down. But let's check out this. This is the latest and greatest that I got from Target. This was 5 buckaroos. Now, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 shelves. These come in and out. I'll show you an empty one. Right? So you just... I'm not going to pull it out. You get the idea. But the problem is they only come with 2. So I had to take one out of this and put it into this. So if you're going to buy these, you're going to need a few in order to put any reasonable amount of cars in there. But they're nice. They got the little hanging holes there. But Target, $5. Can't beat it. I mean, you probably could beat it, but you get the idea. Pretty good for team transports. Sakura Sprinter. These Sakura Sprinters fit perfectly in there. So if you have a good amount of Sakura Sprinters, head on down to Target and get you some, because they're going to be a nice display for those. You can probably fit 2 side by side. Let's go ahead and throw in that one. Look at that. Come on now. Come on now. Or. You could do it like that. Or you could do it like that. There's no end to the possibilities. Let's check this out. I did this. Right? I did that. Yep, that's what I did. So I plan on getting more of these and just make a few of these little artsy things and just stack them on up. You gotta use every little bit of space when you got a small space like this. I got a couple of these. Oh, they want to see the door. Yeah, they want to see that. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, they want to see those. Yeah. Oh, they want to see that one. Yeah. They want to see that. So, yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Just wanted to show off some, not show off, but show some display ideas and display. Oh my gosh, I forgot about one. Ooh, check this out. All right, what I'm about to show you is in a very, very rough stage, a very rough draft, but something I was just messing around with, and something you can do too. So if you have Hot Wheels tracks, you have shells. Check this out. Now what I did was I cut a piece of foam board here, piece of foam board here. Getting those cuts was pretty frustrating, especially when you start to work with a dull blade like I was. But a track can fit about 3 cars. Now what you could do is make 2 more of these and separate them, right? You could do that. But, you know, or if you're fancy and you can cut wood, you can do it with wood. Stop that. I'm making a video. You're embarrassing me. Now, I put these at an angle, as you'll notice, because let's see if we can get this picture up. I saw this display on Instagram, and I guess it's on Etsy or what have you, but they displayed the cars at this angle, and I think that just looks so much better than straight flat ways. Like, it gives a little bit more, I don't know, but I like it. And you just see a little bit more of the car. It's just cool. And then, you know, of course we had to light it up. But it's just something I'm working on, trying out, you know. But if you got tracks, you can mess around with them and mount them in different ways. And, you know, they have, I mean, Etsy has a wealth of stuff, 3D printed products, things you can stick on the wall to put tracks on. Like, lots of things you can do out there, folk. Lots of things you can do. All right? It's not always the acrylics. You know, everybody on Instagram got them acrylics. They all got them acrylics. I mean, I got me some acrylics. But large scale, that stuff gets pretty pricey. If you go on AliExpress, I think you can find some acrylics for cheaper. So that's it. That is it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you like it and if you want more videos. But thank you for watching. Big shout out to the 90 subscribers. Big shout out to those who have been sticking with me since day one. I appreciate you guys. Well, see you later.